Miriam, you're a liar. What do you think about wigs?
I'm a fan.
Okay, let's try on wigs together. We'll see if you're a fan of a red hair.
I am a fan after wearing them for 10 plus years. I was not a fan when I first started wearing them.
Interesting. What has helped you become a little bit more comfortable with wigs?
It's so easy getting ready to look so effortlessly elegant when you put on a wig. It's
Where you
just
can
like
actually
that.
pull up red hair. You can actually put up red hair.
That fast. So that is something that I have become to appreciate so much, that I can instantaneously put a wig on my head and look presentable in a matter of seconds.
So, yeah, that's so cool. What type of hair did you have before you covered your hair with a wig?
So this is where my feelings of hesitation towards wigs came in. Is I had very long curly hair.
Oh,
and
it's so hard to find
knew
wigs like that.
I wasn't going to find the texture of my hair in a wig. You can get curly wigs, but they're harder to maintain, and I am not a hair person.
Yeah.
I'm very low maintenance. I need something low maintenance that's going to look easy. I can throw it on my head, and I knew that it was like a mourning process for me in some ways, because I was saying goodbye to my hair, and it was like a very much big part of my identity.
That's so true. You have a blonde wig that everyone loves. I have like a short version of it. I think we should try it. Okay. When was the last time you lied, and did you get caught?
So I generally try to be a very honest person. I am not good at lying. I suck at lying if I ever try to.
Sometimes you have to. It's a survival mode.
Sometimes Aaron will ask me something and I will try to evade the truth.
Right,
and
like a white lie.
Different answer, and he can see right through it. He's like,
"Did you go shopping?" "Well, I did take the car."
It's like one of those kind of things. Like, what did you buy? It might have been the exact situation. Just some stuff.
Some stuff for the house, and then it's in the bag. It's like an actual bag. Okay, got it. That's so funny. Do you lie to your kids?
No. If I am eating something that I don't want to share with them, I will tell them that it's spicy.
Oh, that is actually a great lie. Miriam, you're a liar. I love you gently said, I never lie. Well, this is the list of things I tell my kids. Okay, let's try on a gorgeous, long, highlighted wig. This is a Jennifer Lopez wig. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. You share a lot of things about your religion and your way of life, which I think people love to see the inside of an Orthodox Jewish life, right? 3 things you love the most about your religion, and what are the 3 things you don't like or you wish you didn't have to do?
Mm-hmm. Wow, this one is gorgeous. Hold on.
Yes.
Look at that.
Wow.
I love this one.
Yeah, it reminds me of your long wig.
Yes.
Okay, don't avoid the question.
So the 3 things that I love the community. I love that feeling of being part of something bigger.
Mm-hmm.
I love that the connection that I have to God in my religion. I feel that my life has a bigger purpose and meaning, and that gives me makes my life feel valued in the bigger scheme of the universe. And I love my family. I guess it kind of ties into
it ties in, but it's also a different aspect.
Yeah, I just really love the value of a Jewish woman, and I think there's a misconception that Jewish women are supposed to be hidden behind the scenes, and we're trailblazers.
Yeah, you're the opposite of being hidden behind the scenes.
Yeah.
What's the last thing you love? And don't forget about the 3 things you don't really like.
So I'm generally a very positive person, so I really do try to focus on the positive sides of things. Now, there are aspects of the Jewish life, and when we just recently read the Torah portion where Hashem asked the Jewish people if they would take the Torah, and they said, we will do, and then we will listen. So it's this commitment to doing something, even if there are parts of it that we don't necessarily agree with. And there are things, and I still have to follow those, and I still have to respect those, but there are some things that I don't necessarily love. So one example of that is the process that a Jewish couple goes through in divorce and having a get.
This one is a spicy one.
This one's a hard one for me as a Jewish woman. I don't if it's handled the correct way, it works out fine, but it leaves some if somebody has a tendency of abuse, it can
be very compromising for women, and the dynamic of the power of those two parties is like extremely unjustified for the woman.
So that's
underserving for her, for sure.
So that's one thing that I do struggle with.
Do you struggle with eating kosher, or like you're good with that? I find it so hard when I travel to not be able to eat all the like delicacies of different countries. I wished I could just go to any bakeries and get like all the goods, not necessarily like eat the pork and like all the very like, let's say forbidden like fruits that we can't eat, but just like the natural like bread and stuff that you just like wouldn't if it doesn't have like a kosher stamp on it.
So one of the things that I've always wanted to experience, not so much now, I did not grow up Orthodox, so I have had the forbidden fruits.
Okay,
so
girl.
I've tried them. I know what they taste like. I wish I could have the experience of like going to a Michelin star restaurant and experience, because I am such a foodie. I love keeping kosher. I wouldn't change it for anything, but I think that would be a really cool experience.
Yeah, that's okay. Nice.
And I have to come up with one more.
Yeah, you have to come up with one more. I'm sure it's something inside of you. I'll tell you, the last thing that I value a lot, I love and I really see the beauty of it. Oh, you have one.
Go finish. You finish.
So I see the beauty of it and I love, but it was really hard for me the first years of my marriage is the separation time between a husband and a wife. So that was for me just really, really hard. But then you really see the added value it brings to your family and like the level of intimacy you get by the separation time. And I really do understand this mitzvah. It just doesn't make it super easy. And it also sometimes I wish I didn't have to do it. But
I hear that. It's not something that I personally struggle with, but it's a very valid point.
Yeah.
For me, I would say the human hypocrisy of some things within religion, where you can see a religious person that represents as Orthodox and law abiding, but then but
he's not such a good person.
Yes, because that's it's like
that doesn't give a good look.
What you, and we all have our struggles of what we deal with, but
I feel like that's just not good for the brand, and it really affects everyone.
The slandering is sometimes what I have a hard time with.
Yes, I get that. Okay, what do you feel about a gray wig? Let's do it.
So luxurious.
So beautiful.
So sexy.
Okay, it's very sexy. You know what, I'll do. What? We'll do this.
We could do a
wow.
Glenda.
This is so good.
So pretty.
Perfect. Okay, person?
Yes.
What is your coffee order?
A hot latte. I am team.
Your team hot
coffee.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I feel like Americans are so like team cold, and as a European, I always like. How can you drink a cold coffee when it's like -10?
Not even. It can be 90 degrees out. I am still ordering my coffee hot.
Exactly. And then you can get like a juice.
This is why we're friends.
This is what we're friends. So hot latte.
Hot latte with cream, no sugar.
Okay. No sugar. You feel like you're better than everyone else?
No, I did some diet one time where I couldn't add sugar to my coffee and it stuck.
And then you got used to the taste. I actually heard that people that said if you drink coffee with sugar, are you really drinking coffee?
So I like to eat my sweets. I don't like to drink them. So I will have my coffee with no sugar and I will have a sweet Danish.
Fair point. You're still getting your sugar fix. Mm-hmm. Okay, hello, Mayor Strip. Okay, this I feel like is your hair as a young girl.
but in gray.
But in gray, which
it's very
is
similar.
so wild.
It's really, actually, the texture is very similar. Mine was a little bit more corkscrew, but this is probably one of the most similar textures that I've ever seen in a wig, honestly.
Sorry.
Here, come baby. See mommy in a gray wig.
Guys, this is Miss Saudis. No, I can't. Is it made to be doing that?
No, I stuck this in.
Okay.
Because if you know anything about teething babies, they will grab any type of shoe.
That is so smart.
So they made a teether in the shape of a shoe.
No, that is actually so smart.
This is This is Smiley Maya. I think is the brand.
This is actually super smart. I need to do that for my baby.
It's really a lot of fun.
Okay, I think we're gonna do then. I think I want to see you in like more curly. I'm gonna grab something shorter.
Okay. We're gonna do the butt sniff for a minute. Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's a ripe one.
Love this one. Just do.
I need this. Save it for me.
Okay, so you're like a nurse turned major influencer, and you gained so much popularity doing it. What advice would you give to anyone attempting this type of lifestyle, this type of career content, while still, preserving their life? I feel like you did such a good job doing that.
Yeah, well, my job, my family definitely keep me grounded. Which I think is really important because you don't want to fly too close to the sun.
Yeah.
And I think that having a job that I show up, I clock in, clock out, my husband, my children, who are really major component, like they're my heart and soul, and they keep me grounded. I think I'm also really, really lucky that I entered this space after I already was married and had a family. I think some of the younger generation, this isn't a bad thing. I wouldn't discourage anybody from doing content creation, but I think it's a really, really hard thing to navigate and balance. Trying to date in general, and then trying to get married while also still being in the public eye. And what that translates for, I'm very grateful that this happened later in life for me.
Yeah, I can see that. What would one advice, if you had to just give one advice, would be to kind of either stay grounded or
start your platform type of thing? I think it's really important to always stay honest and true to who you are as a person, but also keeping in mind who your audience is. Who do you, because
that's such a good point. Like talking to the people that you actually want to attract.
Yeah.
Because
there's communities for everything.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love the approach to community you have with everything that you do. I feel like it's never just sharing something just for the sake of sharing, but it's always to kind of gather everybody, and I feel like that really speaks to who you are. I am loving this one on you. I feel like this is like if you cut your hair as a young, what do we think? What do you think about this
is
one?
What my hair would look like with no products in. Like my natural hair would look probably like this, and I'm probably having a little bit of anxiety because it looks like me at 6 years old, where my hair was really frizzy and I didn't know how to take care of it properly. So that
scares you a little bit.
Not a fan. It's giving just a little.
Yeah, it's like you weren't really secure in yourself at that stage of your life, and now we're
this is like
giving you back to this.
You don't know how to take care of curly hair, so you brush it out while it's already dry, and that's kind of like a big no-no kind of thing.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I made you think about this moment of your life. Let's switch gear.
But it's definitely like a style thing. I think this probably, having a more voluminous versus having something sleek. Like what you're wearing right now, Shani's also wearing a wig. This is so straight and sleek, and I think that's super trendy. Do you want
to try my wig?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
We'll do that up part again.
Yeah. Okay, this is Miriam as Shani and Shani as Miriam.
She looks beautiful and everything.
You know what? I don't know if I like that on you, Miriam. Honestly, you look very
This is not my look.
This is not your look. It's almost like too polished for you.
Yeah. No, it's
I don't know. Or I mean, you can pull off anything.
What about bangs?
Okay, I'm gonna show you bangs.
Because I am under the impression that I have a short forehead.
I actually have a bang, and this bang is blonde, so I feel like the combination of both could be interesting.
I have this impression that I have a very short forehead, and I'm afraid that a bang would overpower my forehead. I mean, my face if I have bangs.
Let's try it on. So obviously, bangs need to be like cut to your face. Honestly,
it's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all. And this is kind of like a French bang, which is like you can put it in the side. But if you want, you can also make it a little shorter.
Yeah.
What's good also about bangs, hello. What's good with bangs is that you can like bring it a little higher, so that will make the bang shorter, or you can bring it a little forward.
Oh, I like that.
So, you know, when you cut your hair at the hairdresser, you never have like the possibility of having different length in your bangs. So I think this is like one of the best thing in wigs.
It's really fun.
Okay, wait, so what is the question that you want to ask our next guest, not knowing which guest it will be?
What is their guilty pleasure?
Okay, noted. I took this little snippets from Diary of a CEO, the podcast. I love that he closes the conversation with that. So shout out to the Diary of a CEO. And I can't wait to have our next guest answer this question. Thank you so much for watching. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and vote your favorite wig on Miriam.